Hello, this is Doug Heath coming at you again from the Black Business Experience. And today we're here live at the Fair Contractors Coalition. And there's been great things going on here for the last 3 years since they've been together. One of the big founders of black businesses here in San Antonio, Joel Linton. We have the privilege of having him here this afternoon. Joe, how are you?
Doug, I'm doing great, and thank you for inviting me to talk to you. I watch your program all the time. You guys do a great job getting the word out.
You're too kind. You're too kind. Now, Joe has been just the model or blueprint for successful black, not only black, but minority businesses here in San Antonio. Joe, tell us a little bit how you've done that.
Well, it's actually just been involved, been engaged, listening closer to the community, and then at the same time trying to have some way to connect with the larger community. We can't do it alone. I mean, we're strong as African Americans, but we need to engage this whole community, and I've tried to always spread myself in a way that I can cross all those bridges. I can go from the streets to the boardroom, and with credibility.
And you've been extremely successful. I mean, Joe has been in everything as far as the mayor's offices, the county judge's offices, and he's really done that. It's just that leadership style actually is what we need if we're going to actually break down these barriers to access.
I'm in total agreement with you. Leadership is the key, and you can't be afraid. You don't have to get designated leader to be a leader. Just you see something need to be done, do it. And I saw some gaps here in this community where we were being left out of professional services, procurement, and construction. And so what we're trying to do is level that playing field. There are a lot of federal dollars and city dollars and state dollars and dollars out here, and we haven't been getting our fair share. And that's what this FCA is all about, making sure that we get the information so we can take action.
Now, Joe, one of the things, though, that you've done, I mean, you were successful before the Fair Contracting Coalition.
Yes, sir.
And you've got a model that I think would work just across the board. And so, help, if you had to give like 3 points, Stephen Covey's got the 7 things that highly successful people do. Mm-hmm. What would be the 3 points that a minority business person could do without government intervention to be successful?
I think the main thing is to read, do your homework, study, and then focus on what do you really want to do and find your why. Why am I doing this? Keep it very simple, but you have to do your homework. Nobody's going to do this for you. You can pray about it and hope about it. At the end of the day, the individual is going to have to say, you know what, this is what I want to do. I need to do my homework, which is to research on it, and then get my paperwork in order. That's what kills us. We intimidated by the application and the paperwork and getting a good CPA, a good lawyer, and having a game plan.
I agree.
Mission statement.
It's all about the process.
Absolutely. So I would say follow the process. If you need help, call on folks like me or Carl Book or you even, Doug. I've watched your career. You've been terrific in the corporate world, but we've got to understand you've done your homework.
Absolutely.
I can tell from the conversations and how you ask questions. And that's what we've got to do. Get off our assets and do your homework and then move forward.
I tell people, the whole thing about a college degree is not how smart you are, is did you follow the process long enough to endure to get your designation? It ain't about a lot of people who are geniuses are glad to have degrees, but a lot of people who are geniuses don't because they don't want to follow the process.
That's exactly right.
I'm going to change shoes just for a minute.
Sure. Yes, sir.
I hear you got some exciting news coming up. You want to tell us about it?
Yeah, we're real excited about Tony G's. It's going to be a soul food, southern cuisine restaurant, and my CEO, Tony Gradney, a gentleman been here from Houston about 7 years now. Got this concept. There's a Breakfast Club restaurant in Houston. It's good food.
We need that.
Absolutely. We're going to be at Sunset Station right there.
Awesome.
The old Fay Willie's
There we go. There we go.
But right now, a lot of folks may not know Fay Willie, but this is right across from the State Bridge Hotel,
right.
119 Heimer in Sunset Station.
A place people can sit down and enjoy.
You bet. We'll have jazz, Sunday brunch, entertainment. It's going to be, catfish and grits. Tony G's is going to be the place to be in Sunset Station, okay?
I'm looking to be there on opening day.
You will get your grits and catfish, my brother.
Once again.
And we're hoping to open this up, by the way. We're shooting for March 1,
Okay.
opening day. We're in the middle of looking at renderings and getting our color patterns and getting the look and the logo, all the stuff.
Okay, yeah.
That homework I
Yeah,
told you
that's right,
about.
the homework.
We're in the middle of that research right
All right.
now, doing our demographics, looking at who we're going to serve and why we want to serve them.
Awesome.
We're missing that here in San Antonio.
Yes, we are.
Folks come here and want to say, look, I've had the Mexican food, which I love. And I've had Asian and Italian food.
Ah, but we
Where
got to
is
have
that
some soul
comfort
food.
soul
There
food?
we go.
Tony G's is going to
That's
provide
what
that, my
Tony G's. Here
friend.
we go. Now, hey, Joe,
Coming
just
soon.
real quick here,
Yes, sir.
real quick. You just mentioned about people getting in contact with you if they had a question.
Mm-hmm.
You got an email address or something you wouldn't mind sharing?
You bet. Go two ways. You can go to Chelsea's Catering,
Chelsea's Catering.
Texas Catering, okay, .net.
Chelsea'sCatering.net.
Or you can go to JEL 7179
Or JEL7179
at AOL.com.
at AOL.com. Joe, thanks so much. I really appreciate your time today.
I'm delighted. Call me.
Once again, Doug Heath at the Fair Contractor Coalition, Black Business Experience, checking out here, and I'll see you once again. Remember, if you're not making dollars, you're not making sense, and everybody wants to make sense. We'll see you soon.
Amen.
Hello, this is Doug Heath coming at you once again from the Black Business Experience. And today we're doing something a little bit different. We are live at the Fair Contractors Coalition. And so today, one of our interviews, we're going to have one of several. We're going to introducing Renee Watson, and she's in charge of diversity and allocation and fair contracting and everything with Bexar County. Renee, welcome.
Hi, thank you. It's indeed my pleasure to be here. We are providing an update on all of the things that the county is doing this morning. We have numbers to report. We have some programs that we're proud to talk about in the commodities and goods and services area, not just construction. We have an African American owned vendor who has done quite well with San Antonio and with Bexar County. So we are very much ready to start highlighting Commonwealth Computer today.
And Bexar County is one of the leaders nationally when it comes to allocation of minority contracts. And Renee's been spearheading that for a good 20 years now.
No, not quite that long.
Okay,
15.
cool, 15. I was trying to give you a little more credit there, but we really appreciate everything that you do. So let us know some of the things that you had to put in place to get where you are today.
Well, there's been a variety of public policies that the court has adopted. There are some changes to the financial management system. Now we're starting to track subcontractor data. At the prime level, we're very excited about all the things, but we're not just focusing on construction. And I want to emphasize that it's catering, it's opportunity, it's human resources, it's training, it's all kind of services. We are kicking off next year a study on African American owned businesses. The Commissioner's Court has hired UTSA, Community Center for Business Research, to really help us to go out and figure out and make this list available. So
Now,
we are
in the
engaging.
past,
We're
we've done
engaging.
those disparity studies.
That's different.
They haven't. Okay, so what makes
That's
this
different.
different than the disparity study?
The disparity study is when you look at utilization versus availability.
Okay.
This study is really going to be looking at capacity in finding African American owned businesses only.
Okay.
And then how can we put resources and programs to support those businesses?
So we
Not
could be
just with
looking
us.
for an increase in
Absolutely.
allocation within the next couple of years then.
Absolutely. And we've hired the Black Book Directory. We're
Yeah.
engaging with Carl Booker and all of his lists and all the wonderful things that you do at the BN to help us to get that word out.
And we at the Black Video Network, we do greatly appreciate that. Now, Renee, one of the things that you talked about, the other things, before we've been concentrating really on construction, we've seemed like we've crossed that hurdle. How are we doing with the prime contractor subcontracting dilemma where some of our subcontractors were paying a penalty for working with the primes?
I'm not aware of the penalty they've been paying.
Well, that's penalty is my term, but
Okay.
they weren't getting their full allocation. Would that be a better way of putting it?
Yeah, sometimes there's what we call bait and switch. Sometimes it's called that you're on a contract, you don't know you're on a contract. But the county does not have goals, so that doesn't happen with us. And then we do a very aggressive compliance and enforcement
Okay.
to make sure if they tell us that they're going to use you, they use you.
All right.
So we want everyone to call us if you see that activity in the community and it's affecting Bexar County. We want to know about it.
Okay. Now, aside from joining the Fair Contracting Coalition, what else can people do if they have a small business and they want to be a part of all of the exciting things going on here at Bexar County?
Well, on December 9th at the Freeman Coliseum at the Expo Hall, we're having the 15th annual Small Minority and Women Business Owners Conference.
And you started that.
Absolutely, and it's free for anyone to attend. We started that project when we first built the home for the San Antonio Spurs.
Now, how much is it if you want to have a booth?
If you're an exhibitor and you have small business opportunities, which means you buy from small business, then you can be eligible to be an exhibitor.
Okay.
And the price is anywhere from $600 to $10,000. But if
All
you're a
right.
small business, it's free for you to attend, free parking, free lunch, and free breakfast. We just need for you to register.
Okay, awesome. Renee Watson, Bear County, and she's done a wonderful job with the small minority business and women's. Okay, so you can give me the evidence.
Well, we've increased the department, and we're calling it the Small Business and Entrepreneurship now in our 15th year.
Awesome.
We
That's
have
awesome.
several programs,
That's
small minority
easier for me to
women,
remember
as well
that.
as veteran, as well as disadvantaged, as well as Title VI. But it's small business and entrepreneurship.
Renee Watson, she's a jewel here in San Antonio making things happen. This is Doug Heath coming at you once again from the Black Video Network. If you're not making dollars, you're not making cents. And everyone wants to make sense. Have a good one.